Alright, let's say we have this problem and ask you to solve for x and y. In order to do that, because we see that every section has x's and y's. None of them only have one variable, so we're going to have to use two separate equations to solve for two separate variables. Alright, the first equation that I want to set up is something where I can make it easy for myself. So I want something that's equal to each other. In this situation, the only angles that I have congruent to each other is 2x plus 5y and 22x plus 4y. Right, so I'm going to set those equal to each other because they're alternate interior angles. So I've got 22x plus 4y equals 2x plus 5y. Alright, I'm just going to start to separate the variables, so let's get x on the left to keep it positive. And then we'll move y to the right so that they are separated. And when we do that, we see that we have an equation for y. So y is now 20x. Right? Well, because we know y, we want to take this and we want to plug it into a separate equation. Right? We can't use the same one because if we plug it in, we're going to end up with some kind of x equals 0, and we know that can't work. So we're going to set up the only other option we have, which is 18x plus 3y and 2x plus 5y, because they're on this straight line. If they create a straight line, then we know they're equal to 180. Right? So it's 18x plus 3y plus 2x plus 5y equals 180. Alright, I'm going to simplify this first just so I don't have to plug in 20x into every y that I see, so we can go ahead and combine like terms. So 18 and 2 gives me 20x plus 3y and 5y is 8y equals 180. Alright, now I can take my 20x and plug it in where I see a y, so it's 20x plus 8. But in this case, now we have 20x here equals 180. So I've got 20x plus 160x equals 180. Combine like terms again, so 180x equals 180. And when I divide, I get x equals 1. Alright, I have x. Now I just have to take this and plug it back into my original equation that I had solved for y to get my answer for y. So 20 times 1 equals y, and we know that 20 equals y. Alright, always check your answers. So I want to plug these back in to make sure that they work. It doesn't matter where I plug them into, either equation is going to give me the right answer. So let's take these, plug them back up here to see if they're equal to each other. So x is 1 here, and then y is 20. Alright, if I plug that in, I get 22 plus 80. Oops, sorry, 102. Alright, and then the other side, 2 times x is 1. 5 times 20. So I get 2 plus 100 is 102. So they work out, so that is my solutions.